You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dan got goosed.
How's that going? By a ghost.
Give me the hook already. Let's just get it over with.
What do you got over there,
Well,
sir?
there is to it. Let's see here. Well, celebrity birthdays is always fun. And we all agree we just absolutely just have a thing for this guy. That, of course, Marvin Lee Aday has a birthday today. We call him Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I like the loaf.
Or Mr. Loaf, if you're not as tight with him as we are.
Yeah.
74 today.
We watched him on Celebrity Apprentice, and he went nuts over,
It was a great...
over art supplies.
I loved that show.
With Gary Busey.
Missed that show.
How can you not act a little nuts around Gary Busey?
It was the best.
Who again? Sometimes I think he's my spirit animal. It's either him or Neil Sedaka.
There you go. That could be-
One or the other. Let's see. She's insane. And she's 49. Ladies and gentlemen, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, yeah, she really is.
And Samuel Adams, one of our founding fathers, had a lot to do with the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence. He was one of the guys behind that whole Boston Tea Party thing, as a matter of fact.
Cousin of John Adams.
Samuel Adams. Exactly, yes.
Cousins.
Yes, second cousins. Now, Samuel's, you're familiar with Sam Adams, the brewery and the beer and all that. What's the connection? Well, Samuel Adams, his grandfather was actually a malter.
Oh.
He was a brewer.
Nice.
And the business actually kicked over to Samuel Adams, who just really didn't get into it, was almost a complete failure at it, and kind of went another direction. And thank goodness he did.
Yeah.
So there you go. Let's see. It was 1908, this very day, Henry Ford's first Model T automobile rolls out of the manufacturing plant in Detroit.
Nice.
Okay.
What year was that?
1908.
Wow.
And nobody bought it until he did a fairground sale.
You can get it any color you want as long as it's black.
Price has never been lower. Well, we really have nothing to compare it to, Hank. And speaking of John Adams, it was this day in 1779, John Adams negotiates the Revolutionary War peace terms with Britain.
Super
That's cool.
Basically saying, hey, King George, bite me.
Nice.
That's how that worked. And in 1912, hero of mine, father of the blues, W.C. Handy publishes the Memphis Blues,
Yeah.
also known as Mr. Crump. Here's the story. W.C. Handy actually wrote this song 3 years previous as a campaign song for the mayor of Memphis.
Nice.
Oh, fun.
Yep, would publish it 3 years later, and he's known as Father of the Blues, the first blues tune supposedly ever published. So,
He was mentioned in the song "Walking in Memphis."
yeah, W.C. Handy.
They talk about him in there.
And that's why it is. Yeah, he'd go on to do some other great tunes. You can't get away from there on every jukebox in the country. The St. Louis Blues, of course, the Livery Stable Blues, and one I know by heart, the Yellow Dog Blues.
Nice. It's a lot
Says
of
blues, W.C. Handy started it. So there you go. I know, you know, we all know. We just forge ahead here.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour in high definition and color. Okay, neither of those things. Brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Ooh, Heidi.
Ooh.
There you go. We're great at this.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Monday?
Well, I found a little list, and it's stuff that big-time celebrities did for jobs before they were big-time celebrities.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're kind of interesting. Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
He spent a couple years as a bellhop
I was going to guess
in
jockey.
a hotel. Yeah, he was lugging people's luggage around.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, he paid
Not the
some
big
dues
bags.
there. No, Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, he's from Iowa.
He is. He's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Probably corn something.
Kind of, sort of. He was custodian at the General Mills factory, basically sweeping cereal dust up from the floors.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
He was
Hugh
a
Jackman.
singer.
No, he was. No. Well, he
He
played.
was
He played
the
Wolverine.
wolf.
He's
Wolverine.
a really good singer, so I was thinking maybe he had
And,
something to do with singing.
My favorite Hugh Jackman movie actually is a little thing called Real Steel. Robot fights. It's pretty fun. He was a high school gym teacher.
Was he really?
Oh, I couldn't see that. That's
Yep.
funny.
Mr. Jackman?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
This is paying some dues.
Okay.
He blows off to the West Coast. Of course, he's a Nebraska native, I believe. Spent a summer in a chicken suit
Really?
Whoa.
promoting. He was the mascot for El Polo Loco chicken sandwiches.
Yeah,
you
that
even
is something I would never do.
I would.
Never.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'd do that.
This is interesting, too. I like this one a lot. Jerry Seinfeld. It's actually a telemarketer hustling light bulbs over the phone.
Oh, funny.
Yep. So I actually got one of those calls probably 35 years ago.
Might have been
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
What's the deal with all these dark rooms?
Selling light bulbs. Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Sylvester Stallone cleaned the cages at the Central Park Zoo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
Yep, mopping out the lion's cage. And I think this is my personal favorite. Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
worked at a country club on the golf course as an assistant groundskeeper in Texas. His main function was terminating armadillos who were burrowing holes.
Cool.
Seems like Bill Murray from
That's
Caddyshack.
a cool
He was
job.
Carl in real life.
That's what he was.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. I found that kind of interesting.
I can see why. That is why we refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Dan Farris back with us now.
Yeah, I always like finding something local here for coffee talk.
Yeah, it's nice.
Affects
to
us
do
all.
local stuff.
And I've noticed now I switched phones because Heidi made me.
Yeah,
Because she's my life coach.
And you just do what I
she
say.
does a bang up job.
But what I notice is dialing local numbers, sometimes it tells me I need to dial the area code.
605,
605. And now here comes this story. You better get used to local numbers plugging in 605 on all of them because in a little while you're going to have to.
Yeah.
This is from the federal government, from the FCC.
Oh, yeah.
But I still don't quite get it. It's going to be mandatory in South Dakota to use the area code to connect with local numbers. Now, the mandatory switch requiring area codes is they're deeming it as an unfortunate byproduct of the FCC's efforts. The intention is for that number to become as well known as 911. They're talking about 988, which is going to be implemented as a national suicide hotline, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now...
So because of that we need to now add 605?
Yeah, again, this is where I get a little confused.
Do I need to put 605 before 911 now?
No.
No, those are emergency numbers.
No, it'll be like 911, but it's just going to be 988,
988.
and they want to make sure that the 988 is removed from any other phone numbers.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Okay.
right now you
See
can
where I'm
have,
going here?
Sure,
You
okay.
could have 605, 988, blah, blah, blah.
Correct.
Right, okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Correct.
There we go.
So, yeah, that is going to be, it's going to be implemented and mandatory sometime. There's a little span of time here, sometime between end of next month and the middle of July
I've been doing it for a year. So,
of next year.
yeah.
But yeah, every now and again, I'll go to punch up a local number, and it will just come back going, hey, you got to use the area code.
Yeah.
So.
Mine all the time I have to use.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, and I thought it was just because Heidi made me switch phones.
It is. Yeah, because it's the phone company.
Dan, we're getting you a phone, but I don't really... You're getting a phone!
Yeah. It was actually quite the... She said, just remember all the life coaching we've done. Go back to it. What did I say?
Yeah, that's all.
Do everything I tell you to do. It's my
life coaching. If you'd like to use Heidi as a life coach, just call 605-988-1980. Ask for Heidi Jean.
It's 933. Okay. Have you ever had a weird phone number, Dan? Like one where people would call you accidentally because it was close to something else?
I have not.
I have had two bizarre phone numbers. One, when I lived in Huron, I had 352-5551, which I didn't think was anything unusual until I started getting, apparently 555-1212 is information. Have you ever used that, Dan?
Oh, back in the day. Yeah, I haven't used information
is.
for years.
But I had my phone for like 15 minutes and it starts ringing and there are people calling.
Asking you questions.
Yeah. Asking for phone numbers. I'm like, what is going on here? And I had a number that was very close to like the number for information. And then in Nebraska, we had the one that was really close to the radio station.
Yeah, you would get requests.
I worked at a different station, but I get requests for that one. I'm like, yeah, we'll get it on right away. All right. Hey, Dan, thanks for that, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We are going to brighten your day right now, maybe even your whole darn week, with some positive news. This weekend, we have an event called SuperCon. It's been going on for several years, and on the phone, I've got Shane with SuperCon. Let's talk about the origins of SuperCon.
Brian Brockmeyer, who's the founder of SuperCon, put a post on Facebook and said, if Sioux Falls had a comic book convention, would you come? And the outpouring was pretty significant, so he gathered together a group of some of his coworkers and myself and said, well, let's try this. So Brian put the event rooms at the Ramkota on his credit card. I put the guest rooms on my credit card, and we hoped to get 500 people so that we would break even and our wives wouldn't leave us. And we had 1,200 people show up for the first year. It was overwhelming. We
That's
ran
awesome.
we ran out of lanyards. We had to run to a dollar store to get cheap wristbands to put on people's hands. It was amazing. So we moved forward from there, John. We thought, well, this might have some legs. This might be viable.
Absolutely. And again, there's another SuperCon this weekend. Tell us what's going to be happening at this year's SuperCon.
We moved to the convention center in year 3. Ramkota was a great host, but our attendees demanded that we have a bigger space. We just outgrew the Ramkota. So we moved out to the convention center, and this will be our third in person there. We have a humongous vendor room. We have, I think we're up to 60 vendors. We have a ton of attractions, an escape room, South Dakota Ghostbusters. We have Legos. We have guests. It's going to be amazing. From Friday at 3 o'clock until Sunday at 5 p.m., it's going to be nonstop action.
And I have been to SuperCon in the past. Going to be there again this weekend. It's quite an event.
Yeah, it is. People think comic book convention. Well, we've kind of rebranded as a fan convention. This year, we're hitting some different areas. We're bringing in a lot of STEM. We're bringing in the hostess from Mythbusters Jr., Rachel Pizzolatto. We're bringing in Caleb and Jacob from Fox TV's Lego Masters. So we're really pushing for more education on that end. It's one of the foundations of SuperCon is to have educational panels. But we're also going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We have comic book panels. We have a burlesque show on Saturday night for SuperCon After Dark, 18 and older. We have Midwest All-Pro Wrestling doing Supermania 3 on Friday night. We have a ton of games. We have a video game room. We have a board gaming room. So those will be going on throughout the convention. The biggest draw that we have, John, is our cosplay competition on Saturday afternoon.
And it's really fun to watch that parade of people walking through, isn't it?
It's amazing. I am always astonished by the craftsmanship and talent of our local cosplayers. They spend a year preparing for the next SuperCon. This is Hollywood-level costuming that happens at the convention.
And that contest is coming up this Saturday, so you might still have time to put together a really cool outfit. And are you guys still looking for volunteers as well?
We are, John. This is a major undertaking, 5,000 attendees showing up, and we try to give them the Disney experience. We want you to not be able to turn around without seeing a bright yellow SuperCon shirt. So if you have any questions, you can ask. And we need volunteers. Black Hills Federal Credit Union sponsors the convention. They graciously have sponsored us since year one. Their mission in the community is much like SuperCon, is to give back, and we'd love to have volunteers come out. If you love kids, and who doesn't love kids, right, John?
Absolutely.
If you love kids, we need help in the Schulte Subaru Family Fun Zone. We'll have a bouncy house. We'll have activities going on for the kids all weekend, and we need people just to be there to interact with the kids, have fun, help them get in costumes, play games with them, and just have a lot of fun.
Again, it's all happening this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you'd like all of the details, go to the website SuperCon.com. That's SIOUXPERCON.com. Shane, thanks for taking the time, sir.
You bet, John. I look forward to seeing you out at the convention.
Going to be there for sure. As a matter of fact, this year, in addition to being there, we're going to have a booth there, and we're going to be announcing our big promotion for this time of the year. Got a whole lot of fun that's going to start October 1st, this Friday, and we're going to kick it off in style at SuperCon. If you get a chance, come out and join us. Again, Friday afternoon, Saturday, or Sunday. All of the details at supercon.com, SIOUXPERCON.com, or you can find a link at facebook.com/sunnyradio or facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's News with Dan Farris.
Wearing out the shoe leather, banging on desk, demanding answers. That's what I do. Let's take a look here. What's on the roster? You got the coronavirus, you got the variants, you got southern border crisis, maybe runaway inflation, crime rates running wild. Oh, here we go. This is fun. 2 grieving sisters from North Carolina opened their mother's casket getting ready for the service and found someone they didn't recognize wearing their mom's clothes.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. Let's dig in a little deeper, shall we?
Oh, no.
When sisters Janetta and Jennifer Taylor told the director at the funeral home that, hey, that's not our mom, they were assured that that person indeed was their mother.
Oh, that's much more helpful.
How'd you like to have that argument?
Oh, no, that's your mom.
Was only once their mother's body was found to still be in the embalming room.
Oh, my gosh.
That the funeral home personnel said, oh, hey, sorry.
My bad.
You're right. That's not your mom.
They made the switch in time for the
Oh, my gosh.
service to go ahead as planned.
Oh, man.
The lead embalmer at the funeral home did confirm the mistake, but wouldn't say anything further. They said they had tried to reach the family to discuss that they may have a problem. The sisters said they never received any calls from home. Things you get straightened out, and let's face it, I'm sure everyone's going to have a good laugh somewhere down the line.
I hope they got one a heck of a discount. That's
thing. Hey, let's take a look at sports, shall we?
Yeah.
Brought to you by Hockey Headquarters. Bert
Gotta love
Post and the team getting it done for over 20 years. Putting bodies on ice since 1999. You know, NFL, We just finished week 3. But what's really important about football fans, you got 32 NFL franchises. There's 32 teams.
Yeah.
But which fans are the biggest booze hounds?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was a study done, and it was pretty simple. They go per capita, how many bodies does the stadium hold, and how much beer they slop it up during a game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we found out. I'm going to primarily just pay attention to the NFC North because that's most people in this area are fans of one team or the other. So we break it down. And I'm surprised by this because I thought they'd at least be in the top 3. Green Bay Packers sit at number 15.
Oh, that was my guess for number.
They're at number 15.
You guys really let me down.
Cheeseheads only consume, per bodies in the stands, 3.7 alcoholic beverages a game.
Well, that's just the ones they buy there. That's the thing.
They're pretty tuned up walking in. Yeah.
Bringing it in their cheese hats.
Number 10, Detroit Lions, 4.1 drinks a game. Chicago Bears are at number 4.
Okay.
Represent.
Fully 4.5 splashes per game. Also mentioned, because there are some fans around here, Denver Broncos lock in at number 6 out of the 32 at 4.4 adult beverages a game. This shocked me. Minnesota Vikings, number 29.
What?
Whoa, that surprises me, too.
At just a titch above 3 drinks a game. I have never been to a Vikings game where I don't have bleachers full of drunken fools right behind me who are convinced they should be coaching.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
Ever, never.
So they apparently get as much booze in before the game.
Yeah. So the biggest teetotalers in the league at number 32 had just 2.5 drinks per game. San Francisco 49ers. But if you watch 49ers game and the camera sweeps the bleachers, almost every one of them is holding a bong. And the biggest booze hounds in the league, ladies and gentlemen, your Cincinnati Bengals at number 1. Well over 5 belts a game. So there you go. That's it from the Sunny 93.3 News Desk. I'm Dan Farris reminding you, if it's news, it's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, September 27th, 2021. Last week, the market corrected and rebounded within the span of a few days, and the volatility is not likely to be over. A new narrative has emerged in the earnings outlook, and that is the impact of inflation and supply chain issues. Inflation and supply chain issues are cutting into the top and bottom line results of early reporting S&P 500 companies, and that is not good news for the market. If the consensus estimates for the S&P 500 begin to trend noticeably lower, the S&P 500 will likely move with it. This week's earnings calendar is very light, so the focus will be on the economic data, with the most important release coming on Friday. The PCE price index is the Fed's favorite tool for reading consumer inflation, so it will have a deep impact on market sentiment. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.